Still with me, I have criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor Florina, and also now joining me, a former federal prosecutor, Nima Rahmani. Thank you both for being with me. And here's what I'd like to do. I know we don't have as long to talk as I would like to with this question, but I'm going to start with you, Nima, and let me ask you, as a former federal prosecutor, would you want to be prosecuting this case knowing everything you know at this point in time? And if so, why? And if not, why not?
I love this case for John Lewin, the prosecutor, because he spent years living, breathing this case, almost a decade. Let's not forget, he's the one who actually famously flew out to New Orleans to interview personally Robert Durst when he was arrested by the FBI there for 3 hours. So no one knows this case better than him. It's a challenging case, the reasons that we've all talked about and the defense has raised during opening statements. But I love this case because finally, someone, and it's in our hometown, my hometown of Los Angeles, can bring Bob Durst to justice after almost 40 years.
All right, so Florina, now I'd love for you to tell us, you're a defense attorney, is this a defendant that you would want to represent? And the same question, if so, why? And if not, why not?
You know, Judge Ashley, I see reasonable doubt in almost all cases. At this case in particular, there is a little bit of evidence and a lot of doubt. Additionally, he's a sympathetic defendant if you have a jury that can exclude whatever they saw in the media, because you have this old man that just looks frail and weak and incapable of doing very much. So I think that the defense will have a lot of arguments to make once the evidence is in.
And Julia, to that point, you know, in 2001, he was acquitted in the charge of murder of the elderly neighbor that he admitted that he did cut up. And he was acquitted in that. And he's a good storyteller. You can watch clips from the Jinx, and he is engaging, and I think he enjoys talking about things. So do you expect or think that he either A, should testify, or B, will testify?
Well, I'll first point out he has the same attorney that he had back in 2001. Dick DeGuerin was representing him in that the allegations against him with the death of his neighbor Morris Black, and was successful in defending him. The jury came back with a not guilty, but we know he is going to testify based on what the defense has already said on the record, said when this trial first started, pre-pandemic, and now again. They do intend to put him on the stand. So that is their decision in this. And we know he's not shy, because it's his words that this jury is hearing, because they will hear not only his commentary of that 2010 movie, All Good Things, but also the interviews that he did with the directors of the HBO docuseries, The Jinx. So it'll be interesting to hear how his words on the stand differ from what he has said over the years in front of cameras.
Absolutely. Excellent point. I'm thrilled all of you are going to stay with us here on Court TV just to tell you where we are. This is a lunch break, and it looks like the judge is on the bench. And so I thank my producers who are right on top of it, because I can see him on the bench. Let's go back to court.
A sidebar.